It's Dane Scott, and you know this guy, that's Furby.
Hello, world.
Welcome to the latest Gig Doctor, and Fiverr gives us the chance to add a la carte items called extras to our orders. But sometimes buyers need a little extra cajoling to accept them. Is it too late for that after the order is already delivered? Well, answer's coming up.
The Gig Doctor.
Just before we dive in, let me ask you a really quick favor. YouTube's search engine looks at the number of comments in videos, and if they see comments, that helps to promote us. It brings us up in the search, and that's a really big deal. So I'm sure that the same also happens with our podcast. So if you're listening to the podcast, again, leaving comments can help us to boost us up in the search and to be seen by more people, which means we get to help more people. So if all the videos I'm putting out are really helpful, I would super appreciate it if you take a moment to leave a comment today. And like this message, too. Not only is that important to me, but of course, it also gives some nutrition to Furby, and he loves that.
That's delicious.
At the end today, a $100 freebie. Stick tight till the end. All right, as I mentioned, we have to be willing to stay the course a little bit when it comes to the a la carte extras that Fiverr lets us charge. Otherwise, if it's a case where the buyer placed their own order instead of requesting a custom quote, sometimes it gets left off. But here's an interesting question. Can a buyer still accept an extra after you've delivered the order? During that 3-day period, before the order is considered completed, that's what we're examining here. Here's an example. Suppose the buyer ordered from you, but they neglected to include the extra that you require. So you sent them the extra, but then you didn't hear back from them, maybe because they were just too busy. You don't want to upset the apple cart. Maybe it was a good order. Maybe it was a well-paying order, and so you don't want to push that too far and, lose the order, have them cancel or something. But by the same token, you also feel like you really should have been paid for that extra.
What do you do in a situation like that?
Well, here's what you can do. Fiverr has wisely left open the possibility of adding a new extra or still accepting an offered extra, even after the order has been delivered, but before the 3-day acceptance waiting period has happened. So there's nothing wrong with saying in your delivery message something like this. Looks like you were busy, and my message about the required extra didn't reach you in time. I don't want to hold up the order, so here's delivery, but I would appreciate it if you would take a moment to go into the order and accept the extra before the order concludes 3 days from now. Thanks. By doing that, first of all, you've shown your goodwill with the buyer, while also demonstrating to them that the extras that you offer aren't just a good idea. They are required. Even if they don't accept them this time, the odds are that they will anticipate that the extra is going to be required on your next order with them. But there still is indeed time and the possibility of their accepting the extra even during the present order, even though you've already hit the deliver button. So consider a message like the one I showed you there. There are an endless number of things like this, once you know them, that can make life so much better on Fiverr. Not just lifestyle on Fiverr better, but it actually can increase the income on Fiverr. And 10 of my best ideas are in the Fiverr Gold course, Fiverr Gold course, which I've charged as much as $100 for on my website, but I'm going to give it away to you when you order a Gig Doctor session with me. That's where we get together and meet on Skype or Zoom and go through your gig and make everything wonderful on there. So go to thegigdoctor.com and order the $99 live personal Zoom or Skype session with me, and I will give you that $100 Fiverr Gold course for free. Just mention it when we connect up for your Gig Doctor session, and I'll make sure you get that. And if you need help with your Fiverr gig, I'd encourage you to visit thegigdoctor.com. I'm Dane Scott.
You give me a call.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, I think.
Hello, cutie pie.
Until I heard the voice, I'd never done a crazy thing in my whole life.
Goodbye.